Hey friends! Before we start the show, I wanted to quickly mention a way that you can get downloadable Eat Your Spanish worksheets and downloads of our Spanish learning songs while at the same time supporting our program. The answer is by joining our Patreon familia at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish. For as little as $2 per month, you can receive bonus learning content specific to each episode. Plus, 100% of the money earned goes towards keeping our program on the air. I know we've said it before, but it's true. As independent artists, the success of our show remains in the hands of our supporters. So if you're having fun learning with us and want to support our work and receive additional learning material, please visit www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish or click on the link in every episode description. Thanks, amigos!
Hola, amigos. Me llamo Mrs. Elephant.
Yo me llamo Mr. Mouse. Bienvenidos. Welcome back to the Eat Your Spanish Marathon, where we get to go back in time to listen to all the Eat Your Spanish lesson episodes together.
Before we get started, we'd love to give a quick little shout out to a couple members of our Eat Your Spanish Patreon familia.
That's right. We'd like to start out by giving a big shout out to our amigos Kingsley and Alicia from Georgia. Hola, amigos. We hope you all are doing really well down there. I think Kingsley used to be one of Vanessa's Spanish students. She says to send you all un abrazo fuerte, or a big hug. Ooh, and also, Evan told me a little while ago that when he was younger and he would go visit his abuela, who lives in Florida, his familia would always spend the night in Macon, Georgia on the way there. He told me the nature down there is so beautiful and that there's really nice rivers and streams that you can walk along and feed los patos, or the ducks. Have you all ever done that before? Maybe I'll dress up as a pato one day and see if people feed me. Well, Kingsley and Alicia, thanks so much for being such great listeners and supporters of our show. It really does mean the world to us.
Yeah, muchas gracias, amigos. And last but not least, we'd like to say a big hola to our amigas Soraya and Caitlin all the way up in Calgary, Canada. Hola, amigas. Believe it or not, I have a friend who lives in Calgary. One of the penguins that lives in the Calgary Zoo. Have y'all ever been there? Well, next time you go, you should walk up to the penguin exhibit, or pinguino exhibit in Spanish, and say, Hola, Penelope. And if one of the penguins looks over at you and flaps her fins or makes a honk, then that's Penelope saying hola. You could also tell her that Mrs. Elephant sends her un abrazo fuerte, or a big hug. We've been friends for years, and it sure would make her day. And I want to give a big abrazo fuerte to all of y'all as well for being such awesome listeners and supporters of our show. Muchas gracias, amigas.
Yeah, thanks, amigas. Well, it's about time to start the marathon. Today we'll be revisiting the first episode of Season 2, all about our hogar, or our home. I remember this one so well, Mrs. Elephant. It's where we built a little hogar for me and for our alley cat amiga, all with the help of our hormiga amigos, or our ant friends.
Oh yeah, I remember that day like it was yesterday. Ooh, I'm so excited to revisit it. Are y'all ready to travel back in time? All the way back to Lesson 11 or Lesson 11?
Hold on to your hats, amigos. Here we go!
Hello, friends.
Hola, amigos.
How are you?
¿Cómo están?
I'm so happy
Estoy feliz
to be with you.
a estar contigo.
Are you hungry
¿Tienen hambre?
to sing and play?
A cantar y jugar.
'Cause on our menu
Porque en el menú
is Spanish today. Everybody sing.
Eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish with us today.
Did you say spinach? No, I said Spanish. Okay.
Eat your Spanish with us today. Eat your Spanish!
with Evan
and Vanessa.
Hola amigos, and welcome back to another installment of Eat Your Spanish, the numero uno place to find those deep-cut Spanish lessons that make you go, muy excelente. Me llamo DJ Swiss, and I'll be your host today, keeping it cool so you can just lay back, relax, and... Uh-oh.
All right, Evan, are you ready to record the first episode? Mr. Mouse? What are you doing here?
Oh, I just thought I'd... Oops, hold on, let me move the mic.
Sorry, I just found this really cool effect that makes my voice sound amazing, like a river of dark chocolate.
That did sound pretty cool, Mr. Mouse, but we've got to start the show. It's our first show of season 2, and we're so excited.
Oh, wow! I'll go tell Mrs. Elephant, and we'll get ready to share a story with you all later.
Sounds good, amigo. Hasta luego.
Ciao!
Hola, amigos.
Hello, friends. Me llamo Evan. My name's Evan.
Y yo me llamo Vanessa, and my name's Vanessa. Welcome back to Eat Your Spanish, our Spanish learning podcast for kids and families. Today is a very special day because this is the very first episode of Season 2. We are so thrilled to be with you all again, and we can't wait to sing and learn Spanish together.
Before we get started, we wanted to let everyone know about our Patreon, which is a huge part of what allows us to keep the show going. For as little as $2 per month, which nowadays is less than even a cup of coffee, you can help us share our love of Spanish and music with new generations of children. And at the same time, you can receive all sorts of gifts in return, such as free downloads of all of our music, Spanish learning worksheets that correlate to each episode, and so much more.
If you want to become a member of our Patreon family, please visit www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish, or you can click on the link in the episode description. It takes a community to keep our show going, and we're so grateful to you for your help and commitment to educating this bright new generation of children.
Well, it's time to get the ball rolling. Vanessa, what do we have on the Eat Your Spanish menu today?
Good question, Evan. Since today is our first step back into Spanish after our break, we thought it would be a good idea to start with some words that apply to all of us right now. Just to give this episode a little more context, we are recording this in the year 2020, and we've all been spending a lot more time at home lately. So we decided to make an episode about home, or hogar in Spanish. Some of you might be saying, hey wait, I thought the word for home is casa. And you're right, casa is the word for house. But the word hogar is a little different in Spanish. Hogar is a house that is filled with love and family and memories.
Wow, Vanessa, that's beautiful. I never knew that. I like that there are 2 words for house and home in Spanish, just like in English. Another interesting thing is that there are even times I feel at home in places outside of my house. Like when we're with our amigos, or in a really special place out in nature, I sometimes feel like I'm at mi hogar, or my home too.
Yeah, me too. So for today, even though we're going to be learning about places in our casa, we're going to try and make this episode feel like a hogar for everyone. We'll have a fun lesson together, and then for today's song, we'll learn a special song about the rooms in a casa or house. Last but not least, we'll check in with our 2 special amigos, Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse, and see what they're up to.
Are you all ready to have some fun in our first episode of the season? Off we go!
Spanish lesson time!
So, Vanessa, what are the words that we'll be learning today?
Today we'll be learning the words for kitchen, living room, bathroom, and bedroom, or in Spanish, la cocina, la sala, el baño, y el cuarto. Just like in the first season, I'll say the words in Spanish, and then you all can repeat it out loud along with Evan. First, we'll start with the kitchen. In Spanish, we say la cocina. So repeat after me, la cocina.
La cocina.
La cocina.
La cocina.
Great work, amigos! Now for the living room. In Spanish, we say la sala, so repeat after me. La sala.
La sala.
La sala.
La sala.
Excelente, amigos! Dos down, dos to go. For the bathroom, we say el baño in Spanish. So repeat after me. El baño.
El baño.
El baño.
El baño.
Muy bien! Our final word for today is the bedroom, which in Spanish is el cuarto. So repeat after me. El cuarto.
El cuarto.
El cuarto.
El cuarto.
Excelente, amigos!
Yeah, great work, friends. I think we all know what's coming next.
I hope you all have got your singing voices ready.
Spanish song time!
All right, amigos, you've done great work practicing our new words. Now it's time to sing them in a song.
In the first part of the song, called the chorus, I'll sing a part that sounds like this. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. So let's break that apart into two pieces. We'll start with the first two rooms, the kitchen and the living room. When we sing those words, it'll sound like this. La cocina y la sala. So now it's your turn to repeat it with me on the count of tres. Uno, dos, tres. La cocina y la sala. Muy bien, amigos. Now for the last half of the chorus, we'll sing the next two rooms, the bathroom and the bedroom, and it will sound like this. El baño y el cuarto. All together now. Uno, dos, tres. El baño y el cuarto. Great singing, friends! Are you all ready to try the whole thing together?
Sí.
Okay, here we go. We'll sing it 2 times through. Uno, dos, tres.
La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. Great work, amigos! But Vanessa, I have a quick question. In between some of the words, it sounds like you're saying the letter E. What does that mean?
That's a great question, Evan. The sound that you're hearing is the word and in Spanish. It sounds like the letter E in English, but in Spanish, we actually spell it with just the letter Y. So when you hear la cocina y la sala, that means the kitchen and the living room. And when you hear el baño y el cuarto, it means the bathroom and the bedroom.
Oh, cool. That's good to know. Well, I'm ready to sing. How about all of you amigos out there? Are you all ready? All right, here we go.
Cocina, I cook my food, and when I'm in the sweetest mood, I make myself a tasty little treat, like sliced peaches or a pear, garlic bread with spaghetti hair, all their wonderful smells filling the air. En la cocina y la sala, soapy bubbles fill the air. I feel so free when I am fresh and clean. And in the time Sometimes when nature calls, you'll see me running through the halls.
Look out, Mr. Mouse, I gotta go! Now I'm fine, I made it in time. What a relief!
La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto.
In la sala in the afternoon, before the rising of the moon, I spend my time there with my family, playing games of make-believe, our imaginations weave, a glowing world I never want to leave.
La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto.
En el cuarto I rest my head on my warm and cozy bed and think of all the fun I had today. But now the days come to an end. I greet my book like a dear old friend, and to the land of dreams I drift away.
La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto. La cocina y la sala, el baño y el cuarto.
Muy bien, amigos. That was beautiful singing. Making music with you is one of my favorite things to do.
Me too. It makes learning Spanish feel so easy and fun.
Well, now it's time for us to take a little break while our good friends Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant take over the show for a while.
That's right. And today's going to be super fun because Mr. Mouse is going to build himself a new casa. And then he and Mrs. Elephant are going to help build a casa for their neighbor, Senorita Alley Cat.
Hasta pronto. See you soon.
Well, I've got a couple friends, and don't you know? If I told you who they were, well, you might say,
Aw, he's as tiny as a flower.
she's as giant as a house. Yes, it's Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse.
Hi there, Mr. Mouse. Ooh, nice utility pants. And what a cool work belt. I've never seen such a tiny hammer.
Thanks, babe. I can't wait to work on my little mouse house today. Here's a picture of it.
Oh, Mr. Mouse, it is absolutely beautiful. I'm so giddy. I never thought we'd actually be able to live together. But where there's a will, there's a way.
It's actually just a little old dollhouse that I got at a yard sale for $3. Needs a little work, and I'm not sure if the toilets are real or not, but I think I can figure it all out with a little help from my sweetheart.
Oh, Mr. Mouse, I would love to help you. Where do we pick it up?
Well, actually, I had an alley cat help me bring it over. I think she's waiting outside in the driveway, actually. Do you happen to have any broccoli in the house? She really likes to get paid in broccoli. And I might also tip her a little baby corn if you have any. I know it's a little bit of a strange request, but I try not to ask this particular cat too many questions. She's not super friendly. I think it's kind of a tough life to be an alley cat these days.
Okay, Mr. Mouse. I think I have both, actually. Hold on a second. Let me just... I got some stuff at the farmer's market the other day. Let me just check in the fridge. No, not that. Nope. It's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is!
Muchas gracias! Now follow me, babe! Hello? Senorita Alley Cat? Are you there? I have your broccoli!
Just put it down. And the corn, and walk away.
Oh my goodness, all right. Anywho, a little kindness goes a long way. Just a little advice for you. Hope you enjoy it. Whew, Mr. Mouse, you weren't kidding. It's gotta be tough to be an alley cat. I really hope that broccoli helps make her day a little easier.
Yeah, me too. Well, let's grab the house and bring it up to your place.
Sure thing. Hop on, little buddy.
Time to get to work.
Mr. Mouse! Mr. Mouse! What is all that racket?
Whew. I was just installing my mini jacuzzi. Want to see?
Oh, wow, Mr. Mouse, you built a jacuzzi out of a tuna can? You are so talented. I mean, this whole place is like a dream. All these little rooms, they're just perfect for you.
Aw, thanks, babe. Yeah, I'm just going room by room, making each place feel like mi hogar, or my home. Most of the furniture is made out of old stuff I found behind your bed or in your trash can. Look at my shower. It's made from an empty strawberry jam jar, and the spout is just a lid from a soda bottle. Oh yeah, and take a look at my kitchen table. It's made out of popsicle sticks.
Well, pin a rose on your little nose, my man. You've truly outdone yourself.
Thanks, babe.
But hey, Mr. Mouse, I need to talk to you about something. That alley cat friend of yours, I know it must be tough to be an alley cat, so what do you say we put some broccoli out for her each day?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Mrs. Elephant. I don't really know that much about her. She just always seems to appear when I'm in a pinch and always offers to help out. Even though she might appear to be a little rough around the edges, I can tell she has a heart of gold. I really think most creatures have a lot of good inside if you just look deep enough.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. Mouse. And no matter how grouchy someone may feel or act, nobody should ever go hungry. You know what? With your creative mind, I think we could do even better than just giving her some measly old broccoli. I think we could build her a place to keep warm and even put her paws up every once in a while.
That's a fantastic idea, Mrs. Elephant. I'll get my crew on it. Attention, hormigas! Change of plans. We'll get back to my home renovations later. Our new project is to build a casa for our amigo Senorita Alley Cat. You got it, boss. Hey!
We got this, you all. Teamwork. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're ants. Ants rule.
Mr. Mouse, I had no idea you had a crew of ants helping you. But what does hormigas mean? Is that ants in Spanish?
That's exactly right, Mrs. Elephant. They are some of the best workers out there.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Okay, so first we'll need to make her a little cuarto with a little bed so she has a place to rest her sweet little head every night. What can we use to make that?
Ooh, I know. How about one of your bean bags that we use for our movie nights? I always get stuck in mine anyways, and I'd much rather sit on top of your head, especially when we're watching scary movies.
Oh, that's a great idea, Mr. Mouse. Okay, so now that the bedroom or cuarto is all squared away, how about we build her a little cocina? That way she has a nice place to cook her broccoli.
Sounds like a plan, Mrs. Elephant. All right, amigas, let's do it. You got it, boss. Hey!
We got this, you all. Teamwork. Let's do this.
Well, oh my goodness, would you look at that? They even gave her gato-sized stainless steel appliances.
It's a palace.
It sure is. Look at that. La Sala is so beautiful. I think she's going to really enjoy the beautiful cat couch in her living room. And don't even get me started on El Baño. Ooh, she's going to be in hog heaven in there, Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse! Mr. Mouse, where did you go?
Check it out, Mrs. Elephant! This room has a sandbox in it!
Mr. Mouse, get out of there! That is not a sandbox.
What? Well then, what is it?
Well, Mr. Mouse, it's in El Baño, so what do you think it is?
Ew! Litter box!
Oh boy, let's get inside and clean you off, you little dust bunny. Everyone did such a wonderful job today. I'm so proud of you all. Now who's up for some grilled cheese and tomato soup? I'm talking to y'all too, my new little Ormiga amigos.
Yeah, I love eating! Food! Ooh, grilled queso. Yes, please.
Wow, that was a really special time with Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant. I'm so glad they were able to help out Mr. Mouse's friend, Senorita Alley Cat.
Yeah, me too. It's so important to find opportunities to help people and creatures around us when they need a little boost. Together, we can all make the world a little bit better, just like Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse.
Aw man, that sound means it's time to say goodbye.
We've had so much fun with you all today. First, we learned the words for the kitchen, which is la cocina, the living room, which is la sala, the bathroom, which is el baño, and the bedroom, which is el cuarto.
We also had such a great time singing our first song of the season with you. Singing together makes learning Spanish so much fun, and it also makes us feel like one big familia.
I agree. And let's not forget about Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant. That was such a kind gesture of them to build a casa for their neighbor, Senorita Alley Cat. It's so nice to be able to give back and to share love with our neighboring communities.
Well, I guess all that's left now is to sing the goodbye song. We hope you all will sing along with us.
Adios, mi buen amigo.
Goodbye, my good friend.
Hasta luego.
See you later. See you later, my good friend. Adios, amigos. Goodbye, friends.
Hasta luego. See you later. Thanks for listening to the Eat Your Spanish podcast. You can support our podcast by visiting patreon.com/eatyourspanish or by subscribing to it and leaving a review on iTunes. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at eatyourspanishpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Adios!